trending topic. Who got the ears to the gossip? Which radio station is the hottest? And if it's sweet like honey, then I got it. If you don't tune in, then you're wrong. Honey Closet know what's really going on. So tell me something good, tell me something good. You better turn up the volume in every hood. Which clubs really poppin'? Who clothesline rockin'? Which show should I be watching? Redbone pretty, let the world know. And if it's sweet like honey, that's my girl show. Biggie Beats, turn the volume up. Chuck B, turn the volume up. J Dub, turn the volume up. DJ, turn the volume up. Honey Closet. Honey's Closet. Honey's Closet. Honey's Closet. Honey, 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 honey's clouds. Honey, 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 honey's clouds. No one else to listen to, check her elegance. Sick of all them weak shows, here's the medicine. Kept their ears to the streets, true veterans. This is Marge's favorite damn show. I tried telling them it's about to go up. Stairways, my girl Honey on the motherfucking airways. It's about to go up. Stairways, my girl Honey on the motherfucking airways. Turn up, East Coast, turn up, Japan, turn up, Motherland, turn up, Europe, turn up, South America, turn up, Australia, turn up, whole world, turn up.
Whoa, 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 whoa! What's up? It's your girl, yes, inside the closet, baby. Live on the Power of Voices. I got my crew with me. Poet had to step out real quick. We had some technical difficulties prior to going on. But I need y'all to sit back, relax, grab that brown liquor or white liquor, step inside the closet, and join us. What we do in the closet here, people say, honey, what do y'all do inside the closet? Well, you know what? We do a little bit of everything. Like, you never know what you might get when you step inside the closet, Mr. Lee. But I guarantee you're going to be pleased. You know what I'm saying?
Yep,
What's up, Mr. Lee?
All good in the hood.
It's all good. It's all, Mr. Lee, bowdy, baby. All good in the hood.
Yes, ma'am.
What hood you from, Mr. Lee?
I'm from the...
And please don't say nothing like the Valley or
No.
Calabasas.
No, I'm a Virginia boy. I'm from Virginia.
Okay.
I'm from the east side.
East side of Virginia?
No, actually the southeast side of Virginia, Norfolk.
Virginia
Beach.
That don't really
Newport
sound
News.
gangster, though. You can't say I'm from the northeast side of Virginia Beach.
No, I'm from the center of Norfolk.
Okay.
Yeah, which was the hood.
Okay. I've never been there, so I don't know. But I'm from South Central, baby.
Period.
You know, the surrounding cities of the surrounding city of Compton and everything.
Yeah, well, you know, whatever. We ain't scared.
You better be scared. You better be scared.
It don't mean a thing.
Okay,
There's
it don't mean a thing if you ain't got that swing.
Drop.
Yeah. Well, again, welcome to Honey's Closet. I want to shout out my crew, the Poet with the green beanie on.
Put your mic on, dog.
With the green beanie on. What's up, Poet?
My mic on? Yeah, my mic on.
My mic sounds nice.
One,
Check
2, 1, 2.
Okay.
I like what you're going. I like what you're going on there.
I'm a little wife beater and you know, whatever. You know, I thought I came a little gangster today, you know.
Yeah, y'all here beating people up?
Yeah, I'm beating people up.
See? I told you you're a bully.
I'm not a bully.
You just said you was beating people up.
But that don't mean I'm a bully.
Used to be. She ain't no bully no
I'm not
more.
a bully no more.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm good.
Bully wanna be.
Biggie Beats is not here. He's still dealing with family. You know, they had a family member who died, passed away last week. So they're still dealing with that.
Go out to him.
Yes, still.
And his family.
Yeah. And then, you know, shout out to the Joker, our producer. He got on me today. I need you pumped. I need, you know, he boosts me and keep me going.
Getting turned up,
you know. And he believes in it so much that the slightest little mistake, he gets angry. But, you know, I appreciate his effort and what he does all the time. Before we go any further, though, I would like to definitely, we lost two icons this weekend. Dick Gregory.
My man.
Dick Gregory passed away this weekend, and so he was such a leader. He's an amazing, hell of a comedian.
Right.
And humanitarian. He stood for so many things. So we want to shout him out.
Arthur.
He done it all. Activist. I mean,
advisor.
He kept going until it looks like he kept going until he couldn't go no more.
He did. I'm sure.
He did. So
I'm sure he had 5 projects going until the end.
To the end. And we want to just, our condolences here from Honey's Closet to his family and friends and fans. And then the next day we lost Jerry Lewis. A comedic he was like Bob Hope was my favorite comedian back in those days in that little circle.
Okay.
But Jerry Lewis,
yeah, he was the man.
He was the man. So our condolences go out to his family, friends, and fans as well.
I got a chance to know Dick, work with him in D.C. Just a wonderful human being that cared about people, tried to educate people. Some of the things that he used to talk about was kind of out there a little bit, but he wasn't crazy, okay? Mm-hmm. Some people say he was a conspiracy theorist, but no. A lot of the stuff that he talked about, there was a lot of truth to it.
Right.
Some of it was a little flamboyant or blown up for entertainment value, but just like many comedians make fun of politics and life issues, but it makes you think. It brings your attention to what they're saying. They present it to you in a funny way, but there's a lot of truth to it. He was a master at that.
Yeah.
True master. Yeah. There's a guy that used to work in radio here in L.A. by the name of Carl Nelson, and Dick was on his show often. And Dick, even to the last day of his life, was respected by people around the world. And for those who don't know who Dick Gregory was or is, look him up.
Right.
There's tons of stuff out there on YouTube and writings and what have you. You need to know the contributions that Dick Gregory made. He was the first black stand-up comedian at the Playboy Club.
Really?
Yes. Yeah. He replaced a white comic that was. I'm talking about working there every day.
Right.
Okay. He broke that wall down. So Hugh Hefner gave him a shot, and he was just as controversial then as he was in his last days.
Right.
He spoke the truth.
Yeah,
and
sometimes the truth will make you
Well, look at Saturday Night Live.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and what they're doing with real life issues, the president, the crazy stuff that's going on in the world. People watch and listen to that and learn from it with a little bit of funny.
Right.
So that's a good thing.
Gotta love the satire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Exactly.
I always say to people like that I had a chance to meet and work with. My farewell, in addition to celebrating their lives, is I always say, farewell, my friend, I'll see you later.
Right. Till we meet again.
Yeah. Because we're all going to go.
We all going.
Yeah.
I don't want to go too soon.
No. Give me a little more time.
Give me a little bit more time.
Give me just a little more time.
You know what I'm saying?
What you know about that?
I don't.
You don't know that song?
I don't know that song.
What?
No.
The chairman of the board?
Mm-mm.
Oh, Lord.
I don't know it.
Oh, well, I'm going to have to play that for you after the show.
Yeah, you're going to have to play that for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mr. Lee.
Yes, ma'am.
Any Uber stories?
I have driven a little bit Saturday and yesterday. Did I have any interesting stories? Nothing earth-shattering, but just weird people, bossy people. Mm-hmm. They get in a car and want to tell you which way to go. and you follow their lead, and then you run into more traffic. And I said to one girl, she was in a hurry to get to where she was going. She said, just go up straight up Highland and then make a right turn on Wilshire or whatever it was. I said, okay, but, the map is telling me to go a little bit different. We're probably bypassing some of the traffic that we don't know about. No, let's just go that way. Then we ran into traffic, and she got irritated. And what happened was it said it was like 6 minutes away to her destination based on the original map. Mm-hmm. So when I went her way, it added 3 minutes to it. And I pointed that out to her. She says, no, this will be okay. It'll be. But then 3 minutes later, she's complaining again. And then I got another guy that with Lyft and Uber, they will give you the next ride before you finish the ride that you're doing now. Mm-hmm. So they kind of stack them, which is kind of a good thing. It keeps you rolling and busy.
Keeps you busy.
Yeah. So what happened was, apparently maybe 3 or 4 minutes into the ride that I was doing, I got his call. So I accepted it. Mm-hmm. And so by the time I finished, he said it was 7 minutes on his side originally, and then it went down to 5 and stayed. Well, when he called me, he says, are you still picking me up? I said, yeah, I'm on my way. Well, it says you're 5 minutes away, and it's been on 5 minutes for the last 5 minutes. I said, well, my phone is telling me that I'm 1 minute away. I said, are you on Pico, right near, what was I on? Pico and, well, whatever it was. So he was like 50 feet from the corner. I said, well, I'm coming up to the stoplight. I was on, where's the farmer's market? What's that street? Fairfax. Fairfax and Pico is where he was. Mm-hmm. So I had to make a left turn to get over on Pico. I said, well, I'm a minute away. He said, oh, really? I said, yeah, that's what my GPS is telling me. And I was, a minute away.
Right.
So he got in the car, and the first thing he wants to do is roll the windows down. It's like 85 outside. I got it nice and cool in the car. But what drives me crazy, folks, please be considerate of the driver. When you get in his car, you roll the back window down, and as we started rolling, I call it the helicopter effect on your ears. Go woo, 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 woo.
Right.
It drives me nuts. So I asked him, I said, you wouldn't mind, rolling the window up? He says, well, it's a nice day out. I said, well, yeah, it is, but it's hurting my ears. And you have to depressurize the car. So the only way I can really stop that is roll my window down.
Right.
Then the pressure is relieved. But damn, now I got my car nice and cool. It's 85-degree, humid weather coming in. I'm a little upset now.
Right.
Well, why do people do stuff like that? Just to irritate you?
They pay for service, so they think that your car
they own the car.
Yeah, your car basically their car for the duration of the ride.
Yeah. And they really don't have any respect for your car.
Nope.
And I always like when I pick up someone and they have bags, I put them in my car because people like to drag the bag into your car and scrape up your bumper and the little area going into your trunk. So be considerate, people, of somebody else's property. Even if they're renting the car or leasing it from whoever, still be considerate of that person's property.
No, definitely.
Yeah, but they don't care. Mm-mm. Don't care.
Don't care.
They just think it's like a bus or something, like a regular old public service, like, oh yeah. Like.
But even then, if I rode public transportation, I would still be considerate of the next rider that has to come by. I would leave my garbage behind.
Right.
Stuff like that. So, did you guys see the news today?
What happened?
There was a protest at the airport with Uber and Lyft drivers complaining about the low fees that they're making. But they were only out there for 2 hours. They shut down the first stop where Southwest. So they shut that terminal down for 2 hours because, But I think they need to do that for all day.
Right.
Don't take any rides for a day. New York and San Francisco drivers make more than L.A. Go figure. They pay them at a higher rate. So why is it that L.A. is not at the same level as New York and San Francisco?
Right.
So that was the big complaint. I hope they reorganize it and hit it with a bigger punch because it had maybe a couple hundred guys out there. But you got to shut it down for at least a day. Because If nobody's bringing passengers in, guess what? The airport itself loses money because they get a percentage of every fare anyway. Every fare, the airport gets some of that money. It's like a tax. Uber gets no money. No, the drivers don't get any money either. But if you really want to drive this home, shut it down for 24.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
24. I bet you that's worth at least $1 million. At least. In LA alone, coming out of the airport. I'm trying to figure out how many drivers they have in LA. My son said there was a news story there in Vegas, and they got 26,000 Uber drivers. Just Uber, not Lyft. That's a lot. And
That's more police than we have in LA, actually.
oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, almost as much as
Absolutely.
they have in New York. I think it might be only 25, maybe 30,000 cops in New York City.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think here we only have about 5,000 in LA. Crazy. So, listen, I don't know how many Uber drivers are here in LA, but I bet it's more than 26,000.
I would think so.
Yeah.
I would think so.
And all of them may not be active.
But it's that
Yeah.
many. It's
Yeah.
that many. Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, they need to do the right thing. Because really, the Uber drivers don't even make a dollar a mile. They make less than 75 cents, 67.5 cents per mile,
Oh, that's BS.
and 11 cents a minute. So you got to be out there for 8-10 hours a day to make a couple $100. It didn't used to be that way.
I'm glad I got the
they've-
game when it was
They've
booming.
cut the rates in the last
Right.
60 years. Especially here in LA. I don't know about other markets. The rate is the same in Vegas as it is here.
Isn't Vegas newer, though? Didn't they just recently started Vegas?
Well, they weren't able to go to the airport initially, but that's like most markets they go into.
Right.
They have to work out a deal with the airport. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I know we talked about this before, but I want to just say it again because there's a new video. I don't know if you guys seen the video that came out with the blackout for the NFL.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I had seen it. You shared it to me.
Right.
It's going around. I've been sharing it with everybody.
Right.
I just want to say we need all men and women of all color.
That's the truth.
This is so important. We need to take a stand behind Kaepernick. He took a stand for the injustice that's going on between blacks and browns.
Tell the truth.
And he felt so compelled to take a knee. And now he can't get signed to an NFL team because he took a knee. But you have people in the NFL who are murderers, rapists, domestic violent offenders.
Drunk drivers.
The list can go on and on. And they're still playing. But Kaepernick took a knee behind. And I'm not.
Do you know why?
Why what?
Why they took them back?
Why they took what?
Why they took these people you were describing? Do you know why the NFL took them back?
Because it's controversial.
Because they were playing at a top professional level.
He was playing at a he
was not doing as well
was
as he
not,
could have
but
been.
it's a lot of people that were not doing as well.
How long has
and
it
they
been
still,
playing?
Yeah, come on.
How long did Magic play for? How long did Jordan play for? There are a lot of top athletes who perform at high top levels. If he can't keep up with the pace of these high performing,
Well, but I mean, he's only, what was that, his first or second season? And he was outstanding as a quarterback. There are a number of teams out there that need a quarterback like him. There's some quarterbacks that's not as good, and he's still young. He hasn't hit his prime yet.
I really feel like because of his performance, because there are a lot of people who take these stands and take these actions who are in that upper echelon, who take a stand for black people.
I don't think it had anything to do with it. Let me tell you my opinion. They punked out because they were afraid that some advertisers would not spend money with them. You got to look at the money, ladies and gentlemen. It's all about the money. And maybe one or two advertisers said something to the NFL. Well, if you get this black guy with the big afro, sign him again, and we're not going to advertise. It only takes one major advertiser to stop the train. I know it sounds crazy, but it's real.
That's believable.
I think it was more of that or fear of losing. Maybe they didn't get any threats, but fear. But I think just the opposite would have happened because he didn't do anything criminal. But you got to look at the climate that we're living in now. Our
Getting worse
president
and worse
woke up
every day.
the living dead, the racist, obnoxious people in this country, and they feel like they're back in control now.
It's
A
more so they have
handful
a
of
prominent
people.
voice now. I think that's what it is.
Well, yeah, but it's still the minority. It's not the majority of the people in the country that feels that way.
Yeah.
Okay? So it's a false sense of power that is being portrayed. What you know about that song? You don't know about that.
This is Cinderfella Dana Dane.
No,
This is the-
that's not.
Yeah.
It's not Brick.
It's not, no.
Oh,
But I know about that song too.
Oh, you don't know about that.
I know about that. But this Cinderfella Dana Dane. I thought I would do some old school hip hop before I,
Yeah.
But I just think that we need to support him.
Absolutely.
I think that people should not. I mean, I'm not watching the NFL this year, and I was ready for the Raiders.
Me
so
too.
Stay
I
in the
was
gym,
ready.
Cat.
My Cowboys, I'm
Stay in the gym.
thinking it's going to go all the way.
Oh my God! Did he just say his Cowboys?
That's right. Don't get it twisted.
The Cowboy fans are so doggone.
You want to put some money on the Cowboys going to the Super Bowl league?
Well, I can't now. I can't support them. I
Can't support
got.
'em.
You know what? I'm canceling my subscription to the Dish Network
Yeah.
for all the games. I'm out.
Yeah.
The
I
blackout
was ready
is
to
on
watch
my
Beast
world.
Mode with the Raiders. I can't do it.
I'm out. I'm not
Yeah.
watching any
I watched
of
the
it.
highlights.
I'm not even watching. I don't care. I've given up. I'm
Okay.
a complete blackout.
And you know what? I felt that blackout, that video was so amazing.
It was.
It was an amazing video. If you have not seen it, it's out there. I don't.
It's
You
just a
hide
bunch
under.
of guys. Was there
Yeah.
any celebrities in it?
I don't know, and I
don't-
don't know who all those guys were. Because I was like,
I
are some
think
of
they're
these
just
football
guys.
players just guys like putting
Yeah.
their black T-shirts over their teams? I thought it
Yeah.
was awesome.
It was.
Awesome.
Totally.
Awesome.
I sent it out to about 1,000 of my
Right.
friends.
Yeah, I
And
got
I
yours.
began to get it back.
Yeah, you
from
because I
other
got it
people.
from somebody else, and you sent
Yeah.
it to me, and it's like it's just, but that's good.
Yeah.
Now we're knowing it's going
right.
around. It's
That's
going
right.
around. So hopefully people will take a stand. And it's a lot. I'm gonna tell you something. I don't know if you guys seen the protest this past week, but there was a protest. I want to say in North Carolina or somewhere. There was a lot of white people that protest.
Oh, Boston.
Boston. There you go.
20,000 people up
There's a
there.
lot of white people at that protest.
Yeah.
So I say that to say
majority.
this. It's not a racial thing.
No,
It's taking a stand for what you believe.
That's right. And it's time.
It's time. It's time.
That's right.
Okay. So I'm going to go to our first Honey's Closet random question. And I heard this. I'm stealing this from somebody else. Yes, I am. But why
Give
you
them
looking at me-
credit.
I mean, why are you looking at me like that?
I'm just trying to figure out what you're about to say.
Okay. What would you choose? To have a holiday named after you or a stadium, and why?
Wait, what was the second thing you
What
said?
would you choose to have named after you? A holiday or a stadium, and why?
A holiday. Holidays last longer. Stadiums rise and fall all the time.
Mr. Lee?
That's a good one. I'm such a humble person. I would be reluctant to have either. It's nice to be honored in that fashion, but that's a huge honor. A day or, what was a holiday?
A
or
stadium. A holiday or a stadium?
Well, I would like to be remembered. A stadium is, I look at that as people who are maybe sports or athletes of some kind. I'm not that. I'm a fat old guy right now. Okay? Never was really much of an athlete. I like to swim. I was a pretty good swimmer. I tried playing tennis and basketball, football. But when I got hit one time and knocked all the air out of my lungs, I gave up football real quick.
Yeah.
So
do it
stadium
to you.
wouldn't be, maybe what I would like maybe or appreciate is maybe having a broadcast award in my name.
Okay.
To new people coming in doing good and hard to achieve
Are we
stuff.
getting any phone calls? I hear.
I haven't seen it ring. It's working.
You're trying to call. If you're trying to call in, the number is 424-227-9461.
Right.
424-227-9461. Yeah, so at first, now that I'm talking to you guys, at first I said a stadium. So I'm like, a stadium is used all the time. A holiday is once a year. A stadium goes all the time. But now you think about it, maybe I would want to have a holiday. Because a holiday, it may be once a year, but it goes forever.
Yeah.
At least until people want to remember it. I'm pretty sure we lost some holidays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stadiums now being sold.
Yeah.
You know,
and renamed.
That's what I'm saying. They rise and fall all the time.
It's all about money.
That's true. That's true.
So
Okay.
forget about it. Maybe you can get a street sign.
Okay.
They have Blaine Street in L.A., Blaine Street somewhere in the
name a
IE.
street after me.
Yeah.
Honey.
Honey.
Where you live at? I live
Honeyway.
on Honey. Honeyway.
Honeyway.
That's right, baby. The best street. Why do you keep looking at me like that?
Like, ain't no way.
Right?
That was a good question, though. Made me
I
think.
thought that was cool. I heard it somewhere. I'm like, that is probably good. What would you choose to have named after you? Unite to Live with Autism. My foundation. I need everybody out there. If you or someone you know is living with someone with autism, our foundation is here to help you, geared to help especially younger parents. It's Unite, the number 2, livewithautism.com. Hit us up. We have,
What do you need?
what do you mean?
If someone was going to make a donation, do you need cash? Do you need hard
Shares,
goods?
check.
Yeah. What do you need the most?
We don't need clothes right now.
Bonds.
We
Okay.
do need moolah to
Okay.
get things going. So, however you want to, we do need money to get, and it's going towards getting people. My goal is to have a hotline where you can call in and say, my son or daughter is going crazy right now. I'm ready
Your wits
to.
end. Yeah.
I need help,
Right.
and someone is going to talk, and I love doing that.
Okay.
I had a lady call me from Mexico.
Really?
She was referred to me by a family friend, and she called me and she said, I can't do it. I need help. And I said, I'm here for you. And she called me a couple of times. And I said, if you ever need anything, and they didn't have proper, in Mexico, they didn't have proper doctors, like doctors that was dying, giving her, and she had a daughter that was diagnosing her daughter right.
Okay.
And so I'm like, if you can get to California, I just think my doctor is one of the best. So Dr. Curry, he is amazing. Like I said, my son is 29. He still goes to him. He's a pediatric
Yeah.
doctor. So it's really passionate. I wrote a book
Excellent.
for it. I wrote a book. I'm in the process of trying to get that book published. But I kind of let it slide for a while, working on other things, but I got to go back to it because it is one of something very important to me.
Well, I mean, you can always self-publish, get it up on Amazon and places like that,
Yeah.
and sell it,
Yeah.
promote it.
Yeah.
Talk
Yeah.
about it, get friends to talk about it, put it on
It's a
social
cute little
media.
story. It's a cute little story.
bet.
Yeah, it's really cute. So,
Well,
Yeah.
you know what? Anybody that's trying to do something like what you're doing, and you're doing it from firsthand experience because you have a child that is autistic, is that?
yeah.
I really admire people who are willing to step out there and reach back and help other people, because you know what that world is.
Yeah.
I don't know because I don't have any experience with it, but I appreciate what you're attempting to do.
Thank you.
So you have my support, and I will
Thank
talk
you
it
so
up.
much. Thank you so much. Please.
We'll even get sane on the Lee Michaels show and allow you to
Yes.
come in and talk about it.
Yes, I would love
Yeah.
to come on the. I would love to come on the Lee Michaels show
You
and
can
talk about it.
just,
That's a great honor right there.
You can
Yeah.
come in or
Man, ain't it?
call in. You can come in.
I want to
sit-
come in and sit down with y'all.
Cool.
Yes,
We'll
I'm going to do that. Definitely. Thank you. Thank
Anytime you want to do.
you. Thank you. I'm coming soon.
Okay.
I'm coming soon.
Anytime.
Great. Well, the first email back question of the night.
Uh-oh.
It's a doozy, baby. And I had to write my answer. Like, I had to put notes, I should say.
Really?
No, I'm trying to peek. This one is, I don't know. So I'm just going to go right into it. Dear Honey's Closet crew, I am sick to my stomach. I was out at a friend's house and we seen a guy having relations with someone in the trash dumpster. I'm assuming, inside the trash dumpster.
Yeah.
My cousin videoed the whole thing. Once they were done, the two turned around and it was my fiance with a teenage boy.
No.
I have it right on tape. I was devastated and everybody's seen it. How do I handle this? I can't even look at him. I started a big argument just so I can leave for a few days and think it through. He doesn't know I know. Please tell me how to handle this. Sincerely, not your ordinary cheater. Now, I read this email back question over and over again.
Right.
I went over it today with Joker when we were going through this, and it was just like, really, bitch? Do you really need for us to tell you I feel insulted that you think that you need to call us and ask us what the hell to do.
Okay, let me have the first stab at this one.
Go ahead.
Some kind of way you need to get him back in that dumpster.
And beat the hell out of him.
No. While he's in the act, you close that dumpster and lock his monkey ass in there. That's what you do. Don't say nothing. Pull the hood, the lid, and lock him in there and let it be over. That's what I would do.
You playing
I know that's kind of
what we doing talking about this right now.
It's down low, baby.
No, that ain't. That's below down low. That's disgusting.
I want to know, how are you recording? No, excuse me. How is your people recording and you not noticing that this
because
is your fiance?
they're like, I don't know how to answer that. Here's the thing.
There had to be some signs prior to this event.
Was there some signs? I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say, excuse my French before I say it, but what's wrong with your pussy that your man is going and doing teenage boys of all things? You need to go get yourself, go get checked, because you might have the trash dumpster heebie-jeebies.
Disease, yeah.
But to think that you need to ask us what to do, and you're going to start an argument with your dude so that you can leave for a day or two because you don't...
Yeah.
Carotid artery, stab him. Like, what?
Okay, then we get to the second part. Secondly, why is he in a dumpster?
Right.
Because they're on the down low. They got to go somewhere where they can be, I got to get up in here and I got to, nobody going to see me in the trash dumpster. But little did he know, his fiance is, and how freaking humiliating. First of all,
her friends.
Everybody is seeing it. So when you find out, everybody's finding out with you.
Now,
Girl, call him out the dumpsters up here. The carotid arteries all cut up. Just really? How stupid are you? I hope she's listening. I'm sorry. That is the stupidest thing. What should you do? What should you do?
Yeah.
You need us to tell you what the hell to do?
I think she
maybe he has demons. Maybe he's going through some tough spiritual times.
Well, it's no question. He's all jacked up. First of all, when you go to the point of having sex with a little boy, that's already, to me, that's out there. That's so far out there.
And I don't know. It says teenage boy by itself, just male.
Well, whatever.
Kick his shitty dick ass to the curve. That's what you do. Kick his shitty dick ass to the curve.
It's over.
Here's the part. He's busted in front of your people.
Well, you know what? I don't care about that. The fact that he is so low life.
My man is a dumpster closet freak.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. You can't be associated with somebody like that.
Not at all.
Where are your moral values? No, honey. No. It's over. Poet wants to say something.
Go ahead, Poet. Go. I'm going to shut up.
I'm speechless at this point.
There's
just so much wrong with the situation.
See, you're speechless. Maybe she was speechless, too. And obviously she's hurt by it.
Maybe
disappointed, blown away, shocked.
Maybe in the beginning.
I think she's probably
still in
denial. But when
you go home and you driving home and you thinking, this nigga was in the dumpster with a dude.
I'm still trying to figure out why they're in a dumpster. Why is your
first of all, they can't go get a room or nothing. They can't go nowhere.
No, you can go somewhere where nobody knows you. Even if you have to go 100 miles away.
How do you check into a hotel with a man? I guess they do it all the time,
they do it all the time. That ain't no biggie.
Right. Well, let's not even encourage it. It's disgusting.
I'm
my aunt
openly
would say, girl
accepting
boo.
of anyone in their lifestyles. I am not here to judge about anybody in their lifestyle, but that's really crazy.
But that's no.
Yeah, you gotta.
No.
Yeah, if he's a teenager. Well, it depends on how age. Because if he's 17 or older, I think it's legal.
I think it's
Oh, well.
no.
Your statutory rate limits, your age limits there, if it is just like someone under the age, if you are in California, but
I don't think we can hear her on the air.
She's saying if you're in California, she thinks it's 18. I know
think
some. It is okay. So I know some states. It's well, we don't even know where they're going. We don't know where. I don't know where she's sending us this from. But depending on where you are, it depends on. But how they don't know how. They probably don't know. He just looks. He could be older. I don't know. It's a male. Here's the problem I have. You're engaged to this man, and he's having sexual relationships with a male teenager. There's something wrong with that.
Right.
I have another question though.
Yes, sir.
Who is
Come on, get
seeing
it out.
two men having sex in a dumpster and thinking, "Oh,
It's okay.
I need to record this"?
Yeah.
What?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Well, you got people out there.
Nah,
That's like,
she want.
you know, people want to
That's
put this
one
on.
nasty
What's
son
that?
of a
What's that
bitch.
thing that they have? What World Star Hip Hop? So they probably filming it and wanting to put it on social media. Like, oh, girl, that's what people do now.
You trying to
find
get
the
that?
craziest
You
thing
trying to
is-
get famous that bad? You want to record two people having sex or something?
Well, then they recorded the wrong
ass?
person because they recorded her fiance having a shitty dick sex with a little boy.
Their whole family got problems.
That's just I got
That's
a
what it
problem with
sounds
that.
like to me.
I got a problem
I
with that.
agree. It's dumb.
Just
It's just disgusting.
That means someone really sat and watched two men.
You have no respect for yourself
But they didn't know it was two men at first.
or your sex mate.
Right.
You don't have any respect for yourself or
no,
them.
don't-
You're
no
doing
respect.
it in a garbage can. You are garbage. That's why I said pull the lid down and lock them in.
Right.
They're garbage.
Garbage. That's disgusting. And then what got me angry is you had to start an argument so you can leave for a few days to think about. Like, you thinking about staying with this maniac?
No, there's
He's
no.
fuck little boys in a
And
garbage
you engaged.
dumpster. And you ain't go pawn that ring, get you some money, and kick his anus to the curb. What kind of
It's over.
who says that?
Yeah.
Why do you need to know? Why are you hitting? First of all, we don't even. I'm speechless. I don't even know. You're an
Yeah.
idiot.
Yeah.
Both of y'all need to be checked.
Yeah.
You don't need us to help you what to do.
No, it's over.
Hell. I would feel sorry for her for the first 5 minutes because everybody's saying it. Girl, that's your boo. Ain't that your man? But after that, we finna sit here.
And how
girl
everybody else know but the person who recorded it? See, this is so much going on.
What are you
there.
talking about?
You said it was her sister, right?
No, she was at a friend's house. She said her cousin or somebody was recording.
Still, that's family. How your family not know that?
If somebody's, you don't know if it's dark or not. Maybe they wasn't thinking it was him.
It can't be that dark. She's recording.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I have no. I don't even care who's there, who's seen it, how they didn't know. The fact is that it's your fiance and he's doing a little boy in a garbage dumpster, and you had the audacity to email me and ask us how the hell what you supposed to do. I think you need to get your head checked. Something wrong with you that you even had to start an argument with this dude so you can get away for 2 days.
And there had to be some signs that you were ignoring that this guy had some other relationship activities going on.
Like,
There's
was he
always
wearing
signs.
Chloe and Lamar's perfume, the unisex? You know what I'm saying? Was he like, girl, your shoes is cute? Like, what was, come on now.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know either.
No.
But
you got to, it's over.
definitely over. You got to get out of there.
Lights out. Goodbye.
Later.
Totally.
Deuces.
Straight up.
Deuces.
So I hope that helps.
She needs help. If you're just tuning in, you're listening to Honey's Closet on the Power of Voices, honeyscloset.com, facebook.com/Honey's Closet Crew. Our phone lines are open. Where are my honey hangers? Where's the honey hangers? Call us. I know somebody got something to say about the little trash dumpster shitty dick man. I know. Somebody got something to say about this.
Dumpsterlovers.com.
Poet's sick over here.
Yeah.
I don't have no ginger ale to help your stomach. I know I told you it was a doozy. I told you that.
That's a deep one.
That's disgusting
That's
to the utmost.
Yeah, that's yeah. How low can you go?
How low can you go? That's disgusting at all points.
All the way to the flow.
At all costs, at all everything. I don't even know how.
Yeah.
I'm honestly speechless. I don't know how to help her with that one. I can't help her with that one. She needs to get herself checked. It's just too much for me. Anyways, moving on to the next thing. Call us. We want to hear from you. 424-227-9461. Where are all my honey hangers at? Do you think I'm crazy or something today?
Yeah.
What's wrong?
I think it's the hair.
I do. I was trying to do
It's
something
really
different.
out there. I think it's really throwing me off.
You know what I'm saying about? I'm Quita today. You know what I'm saying about?
Quita.
Quita from Brooklyn. How does it feel? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You know what? We haven't had any fun in a long time. And I thought we would make a twist to the... Remember how we used to play Marry, Shaq, Kill?
Mm-hmm.
So I thought we would make a twist to it, and we would play Wifey, Side Piece, Baby Mama, Beat That Bitch with a Bat.
I can't process that.
Okay.
Run that by me again.
What's the
Wifey,
fourth option in
Side
there?
Piece, Baby Mama, or Beat That Bitch with a Bat. Now, I'm going to give you 3 names.
Wait.
What is a wifey? I mean, is that
A wife is your wife. That's
Okay,
just, wifey.
okay,
Your wife.
okay.
So we
Somebody
got-
that you would
I know-
marry.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, but we trying to put a little, a
Okay.
little gangster lean to it.
So we got 3 women but 4 choices.
Okay, well, you want me to give you? I'll give you an extra one. But so you got one's gonna be your wife. One is gonna be like she can be my side piece. The other one is like I'll just impregnate her. And the other one I'm gonna beat that bitch with a bat. She got to go. I don't
Okay.
want her touching me. Nothing.
That's
Okay.
wild.
Come on
That's
with
wild.
it.
That's wild.
This
So I'm
gotta
gonna give
be
you.
good.
I'm gonna give you Remy Ma, Taraji P. Henson, Shania Latham, and Halle Berry.
But see, the first 3 I don't even know. I'd
You
have
know
to
who
see
Remy
the
Ma
pictures.
is?
I'd have to see the
You
pictures.
don't know who Taraji P. Henson is?
No.
From Empire?
See, I don't watch the show.
Baby boy.
Baby boy? Oh, Mr. Lee.
Oh no, I'd go ahead and beat her with a bat.
No, you gonna
Really?
beat Taraji with a bat?
I don't know her.
You know who Remy Ma is?
No.
She's a
Okay,
rapper.
Hold on. We got.
She's a rapper.
Show me some
Gotta
pictures.
get some pictures, Mr.
Bring
Lee.
up
Hold
some-
on.
Okay,
Yeah.
so why you bringing up pictures? Tell me, who you gonna wife? No disrespect to the queen over here. Okay, if you wasn't
This is
born
all-
yet, if you
this is
wasn't
all-
born yet,
no, it's all fake. It's just make believe.
So if you,
Don't take it personal.
So, yeah, because I got in trouble before. We used to play this before on the show I
Okay.
did before, and I asked the girlfriend, "Do you mind if we play this game? This is what we do." Oh yeah, it's fine. And then we played the game, and then she was furious. It's just for play. Who was that?
That's Remy Ma.
Okay, she's well. See, I don't know anything about her personality.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
Remy Ma.
she went to jail for shooting a girl in the club. She just
Oh
got
no,
out
no,
about
that's
a year ago.
baseball bat.
You gonna beat her with a
So-
baseball bat?
Yeah. Show me
She's
that
cute
one.
though.
Sanaa.
Cute.
Sanaa, you know who Sanaa Latham is?
No, I don't know.
You don't know who? Ooh,
Stan Latham's daughter that
I
used to
don't
do
know.
Good Time, not Good Time, Stanford and Son, and all those shows. She's an actress.
Show
Sanaa
me.
Latham.
I probably-
Who? That's Taraji P. Henson. Oh,
Man, she's not bad.
That's Sanaa Lathan.
That's Shania Latham.
Okay, yeah.
And you know who Halle Berry is.
Oh yeah. That
So-
I'll tell you, that's wifey
So-
for me.
So Sanaa is wifey.
You gonna wife Sanaa? Okay. Who the side piece?
Who, man?
All of 'em.
All of them. Mr. Lee. Greedy.
Taraji gonna be the baby mama.
Taraji the baby mama. Okay. Side piece.
Remy could be the side piece.
And you gonna beat Halle with a bat?
Cause she crazy. She gonna in any
She batshit crazy,
In any
no doubt.
situation, she gonna try to kill me. In any situation, she gonna try to kill me.
I'd have to have that drama for a minute.
with Halle?
Yeah.
She gonna go ahead, so she gonna be the side piece or
Yeah.
something?
Now the other
I gotta think about survival. Mr.
baby
Lee.
mama was be Taja.
So baby
Taraji?
mama be Taraji.
Yeah, Taraji. Yeah.
Who's the wife, you said?
Hallie. I gotta
Hallie's
go
the
with
wife.
Hallie, yeah.
So you're gonna marry Hallie. You're gonna
The woman that shot somebody. Which one is that?
Remy Ma.
Okay, yeah, she got to go.
You gonna be the back?
Yeah, no,
Okay.
no, I can't.
Okay.
I can't go down that road.
You got to keep it right as
She has
side
shot
piece.
somebody already, so no.
You guys can give me 4, but somebody else gave me a couple. So I'm gonna read off the ones they gave me.
Okay.
Okay. Of course, the Joker. He gave me some.
Yeah, I'd like to hear the Jokers.
The Joker. I'm gonna tell you about the Joker in a minute.
Okay.
Okay. So, for females, it's hubby, baby daddy, sugar daddy, and fuck that motherfucker. Okay. So we have
What?
yeah, baby daddy, hubby, baby daddy, sugar daddy, and fuck that motherfucker. Bye, bitch. There's a reason why he said this, but he said one of my uncles. So I'm gonna have to be like, cause I can't do nothing else with him but fuck that motherfucker, right? Bill Clinton, that's gonna be my sugar daddy.
Sugar daddy. Okay.
No, yeah. Oh wow. Yeah. No. Bill Clinton is going to be my baby daddy.
Really?
My hubby gonna be Barack Obama. And then I have George Bush and Donald Trump. I'm gonna fuck that motherfucker with Donald Trump. And George Bush had a little change, so he can be my sugar daddy. As long as I ain't gotta do nothing with him.
You gotta have to give him a little sugar.
I'm about to say, yeah.
I'll give him some sugar, all right. In his tea. Babu. Babu. Do you have any more for me that you want to give me?
No.
Ah!
No, I can't beat that one.
You can't beat those?
No.
You know Joker go hard.
Yeah, he's hardcore.
Yeah, so I'm like, whatever.
Denzel. Michael Ealy.
Okay.
Bill Cosby.
And R. Kelly.
And R. Kelly, yeah. Ooh.
Okay, who was the first one you said?
Ooh.
Denzel, Michael
Okay,
Ealy.
I'm going to marry Denzel.
Okay.
Baby daddy would be Michael Ealy.
Okay.
My sugar daddy would be... No. Baby daddy would be R. Kelly.
Oh, you got to get some of that, huh?
Yeah. He be singing and stuff. My sugar daddy would be... Who else did you say?
Bill Cosby.
No, I'm going to be Bill... Nah. Who? Bill Cosby? Who else?
Okay, hold on.
Wait, come on now. I can't... Bill
You gotta go with
Cosby.
the 12 play, huh?
Ooh, man.
Yeah.
Denzel, Michael Ealy, Bill Cosby, and who's the...
Okay.
R.
Kelly,
Kelly.
yeah.
Okay, so my husband is Denzel. My baby daddy is R. Kelly. My sugar...
Let's take Bill out. Bill. No.
Yeah, because I don't want to beat that man with a bat, but he's gonna get beat. And Michael Ealy can
Take
be
Bill
my
out.
sugar daddy. Does he have any money? No, maybe I'll let him be the baby daddy, and then R. Kelly can be the sugar daddy. And then I'm gonna be Bill Cosby with a bat. Sorry, Mr. Cosby. He was my patient too, but you gotta go. There's nothing he can do for me.
Okay. That was kind of harsh. So maybe we should take Bill out of the loop. Let's
Okay.
give her another choice.
I'm looking for a good one.
Why y'all just throw 50 up in there though?
You like them old hard gangster dudes, don't you?
Okay, we'll
Yeah.
replace Bill with Idris Elba.
Oh damn. Okay, wait a minute. So
She reshuffling now.
I'm still gonna marry Denzel. The baby daddy gonna be Idris.
Okay.
R. Kelly. No, wait. Yeah, R. Kelly is the sugar daddy, and I'm gonna beat Michael Ealy because he light skinned. I don't like light skinned dudes, so he getting beat with the bat. Babu.
You got issues.
Babu. You can't have two like people in the same in the bed at the same time.
Why?
It's an explosion.
Too bright.
It's too bright. You go blind. You can't see nothing. It doesn't work. I need that chocolate.
Okay.
Okay.
Lisa, all right.
You like
Okay.
my sister Margaret. She like them real deep dark. Yeah.
Yeah, black of the berry, sweet of the juice.
That's what
So
that's what she said.
yeah, the Joker gave me his picks because. So let me tell you about the Joker. People normally know the Joker's listening. He's calling in. He's tuning in, or he's doing something. Well, keeping our fingers crossed. possibly has a fight in October, and when he has a fight, he goes hard.
Okay.
Training, going to bed at 10 o'clock. He said he was gonna stay up a little bit to listen to the beginning of the show, but he was going to bed. So he's been.
Who is he gonna fight?
Who is he gonna fight? I don't know who it is yet.
Okay.
It's March. It's in October.
Okay.
In October, and what? I went to Vegas this past week to get my grandmother and bring her back home.
Okay.
And
Big fight is this coming weekend.
the big fight is coming
26?
weekend.
Yeah.
And what I did was, what happened to the computer? What I
just
did
went to
was,
sleep. It's okay.
I went out there Thursday and Friday, and I went to the Mayweather gym.
Oh yeah.
Thursday we went up there and we got in. We seen them sparring, talked to some people, talked to one of the head guys there. It went really well. I gave them my bio. I did a whole bio on the Joker. Gave them the bio. It was like, bring him in, get him in here, let him spar, whatever. So Friday, me and my cousin decided to go back up there. My cousin G Money, where you at, baby? He said he was trying to call. And we talked to one of the actual trainers of Floyd Mayweather. Mm-hmm. And what happened was, they was like, absolutely no filming in here right now. So I was like leaning on my cousin like this, like I was trying to, I was whatever. And so I went up to him and I was asking him about the weights because the Joker's a heavyweight.
Oh, okay.
So he was telling me the weights of the guys that were sparring and that he had some heavy weights. And I said, but I got a fighter. I'm trying to bring it, get going. I want to get him, he was like, bring him in, whatever. So he came up to me like 20 minutes later and talked to us for like an hour. Really? I told him everything about the Joker. He was like, bring him to me. He's like, I train Mayweather. If I like what I see, I can go to Mayweather. He said, I've been with the family since I was 7.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. So we told him all about him. He said, I do fights in LA on weekends. I can possibly get him to some fights, but let's get him in here. Let's get him sparring. And I thought if nothing else, him just being in that gym and sparring can do nothing but help him.
That's right.
For his fight coming up, if nothing else. But I know once they see him and he has charisma, like he can sell himself. He can sell some contact lenses to a blind man.
That's good. This may be a breakthrough for him.
It does. So,
never know.
It was so much fun. And I told the man, he go, are you his manager? And I said, before I could say nothing, he said, if you ain't, you need to be. He said, because you talk a good one. I said, are you going to remember me? He said, yeah, you little liar. You up in here filming. I know you filming. But there was a little young boxer in there called Devin the Dream Hurley or something. And he was sparring. I think they didn't want anybody filming him. But I got him.
Right. You got him.
But I wouldn't put it up, though.
Yeah, expose him, yeah.
I wouldn't expose him.
So, so Joker's a heavyweight. Mm-hmm. Who's out there in the heavyweight class right now that he would want to fight?
I don't know. I think he told you I don't know if he was telling us when he called in that day.
Yeah, I think he did. Yeah.
But there's some people out there, but there were a couple of heavyweights in the gym. Mm-hmm. And I guess there's some heavyweights that's fighting out there each day, on the weekends. So, because he talked to us for like an hour. He showed us the schedule. He told me all the things to do. He gave me so much information on what to do. And he said, when you bring him in here, bring him to me. Mm. So all he got to do is walk in there and go. So
Joker's in Jersey. He lives in Jersey.
Jersey
right?
City.
Can he take some time off and go out there? Mm-hmm. Oh, cool. Mm-hmm. So when you going to do it?
Well, hopefully
Plus he'll be a lot
within the next couple.
Plus he'll be a lot closer to you, huh?
Well, he's not going to come and stay. He's going to come out for a couple of weeks.
Okay. Well, like I said.
Possibly, go up there, train with them, spar, whatever. Yeah. If anything, I know something's going to happen. I believe in him that much. But if anything else, and everything is God's will.
Of course.
But if anything else, he's going to only help him in his fight coming up in October.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Do you know where the fight's going to be? Do you know that much
He
yet?
told me it's not far from Jersey. It's in another state, but it's not far from Jersey.
Mm-hmm. New York?
No, I think it's in Massachusetts, somewhere like that.
Okay, it's further north.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So I'm very excited for him. I know it's something he's been working, so he's training hard. He's cut everything. He's training. He's going to bed at 10 o'clock. He's getting up, jogging, going to the gym twice a day. He's just doing his thing.
Good.
So he's so dedicated.
Is he working with any kind of trainer now to give him
He has some people
strategy?
that he spars with
Okay.
from other gyms out there. But, you know, this can only be, who can say they went and sparred at Mayweather's gym?
Sure. And that's where a lot of deals are made.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Mayweather's at the top of his game.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's looking in his direction. And, you know, if this guy that you've been talking to has any
Mr.
kind of
Otis.
juice at all,
Mm-hmm.
you never know.
I don't want to take any attention off of Joker, but I did want to touch on this Mayweather-McGregor fight. I read an article today, but I don't know the validity of it. This article is saying that a promoter and one of his associates was found shot dead, execution style, in their Jeep because he was basically like
Whose promoter was?
one of the promoters of the fight.
Okay.
I didn't say which team exactly.
Okay.
But it was saying that he was like disclosing information about it, basically just being like a fixed fight. And then a couple of days later, execution
Found
style
dead.
in the Jeep.
And you know what I asked the guys I said, okay, so this fight coming up. Is Mayweather going to win this fight? Is this what's going on? He said, well, our goal is for Mayweather to win it.
Mm-hmm.
Our money's on Mayweather. Why are you laughing?
Because they're good. That's excellent team
Well, they're
skills
not
and
going to
marketing.
say, you know. Here's the thing. I don't know what can happen. Do you know if Mayweather goes into that ring and loses to McGregor, do you know how?
Well, maybe that's
The
what's going to
upset would be
happen
crazy,
for the rematch.
The money. It's all
Now,
money.
if Mayweather beats McGregor, there's no rematch. Mayweather has to lose for it to be a bigger purse or a purse equal to this one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
McGregor loses, okay. They're going to say, well, he's not a boxer anyway. You got to go back to kickboxing.
that wouldn't be an entertaining story.
Right.
But I cannot even be. I'm not watching.
I don't want. Hey, look, I don't want Mayweather to lose, but I think that if
think
it
he's
were
gonna
to be rigged, that will be the story it goes with. The champion falls. Money May
Yeah.
is finally lost, and to a UFC fighter at that in a boxing ring.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
That'll be
I can't, as
upset.
cocky as Mayweather is, I can't see him agreeing to that though.
What, fighting a UFC fighter?
About the
Losing.
money. It's the money.
I guess.
Yeah, and
It's
what
some-
he owes what,
there's-
$20 million
there's
in
some
taxes?
millions involved in this.
Oh, he got money though.
I know he's got money, but if you owe
If
$20
you have
million is
money,
$20 million.
you know more money is better.
More
Yeah.
money, more money, more money.
So he struck a deal with the Internal Revenue to pay that back taxes out of this new
So I gotta
fight.
take a L.
Plus, you got to get paid the new taxes as well. I don't think they're going to let him slide on that.
So
So
he's
they're
gonna
gonna
take a L. I don't know. I'm like, right, R. Kelly, nigga, please. I don't know about that. This is gonna be a bad look, though.
You going to watch it?
No,
No.
I'm protesting it.
That's not the NFL.
I know, but I'm riding with Joker. He's not watching it, so I have
Oh,
to ride
that's
with
right.
him.
You did say that.
I don't like synchronized swimming.
Synchronized
So
swimming.
crazy.
They
Who
ain't,
said that?
they ain't boxing. It's
Oh.
gonna be a lot of
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, listen, Mayweather is going to run and dance and, you know, because that's his style.
Yeah.
He's not a brawler. He doesn't come in like Ali or what's the other crazy guy that bit the boy's ear?
Mike
Tyson.
Michael Tyson. Yeah.
That was fighting though.
Yeah. See, that Mike was like a gorilla. He just come in and overwhelm you. You know?
I get it. It's smarter. You get hit less. But yeah, I kind of want to see that era of boxing. 'Cause I guess I seen movies about it, but I never actually.
Yeah, you were too young.
I probably
Yeah.
won't. I probably won't. I would think UFC would
The
probably
Mike
be
Tyson
closest.
thing was like literally. I remember having fight parties and everybody come over.
Yeah.
And you getting the hors d'oeuvres together, and like the
Yeah.
fight coming on,
Yeah.
and then you like, okay, I'm finna come sit down. By the time you sit down, it's over.
Yeah.
Mike's like, yeah, I'm the greatest. I'm the greatest. I'm the greatest.
Yeah, little Mickey Mouse
Yeah.
voice.
Nobody can beat me.
Yo, I saw this old picture of Mike in this like a romper, like a straight up romper, and I was like, it's crazy how Mike got away with that. Then I was like, you know what? I wouldn't tell him anything. I'm saying,
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell Mike take the romper off, boo. It's not. Did I ever tell you about Mike Tyson's story? Okay, so back when I was working full time at Cedar Sinai, we used to do a lot of happy hours. So my sister, her friends, my god sister Brandy, her friends were promoters, and so we used to go. One of the best birthday parties and best person was Gary Payton, amazing person. But this one, so every year Gary Payton had a birthday party in Hollywood, and I would go. We would go. So this particular night we had happy hour after work, and I told my sister, I'm like, I'm going to happy hour, and come and get me from happy hour at this time. Right. Well, my doctors and people, they were some drinkers, right? So they was giving me adios motherfuckers and stuff, and I'm like, oh my god. Before I know it, I'm tipsy, right? So my friend calls my sister and said, you got to come get her. She can't drive.
Right.
So she comes to get me. The whole time she's fussing. I can't believe you did this. You're drunk, blah, blah, blah. You better get together. She's giving me mouthwash and giving me water and everything else. You better get, whatever. So we get to the place. I said, just give me 5 minutes to sleep in the car. I was like literally early and I was gone. So she said, I'm coming back in 10 minutes. So she came back. She said, get it together. So I got up. And I'm walking up to the door, and she's like holding me up, right? Mm-hmm. So she gets to the door, she's like talking to some people, and I'm just standing there by myself, right? And I can feel myself like this, like I'm just, So I hear somebody come, they take their forearm around my neck like this, right? And I'm literally just standing there knowing I feel the neck, feel it around my arm, my neck, but I'm like, who is it? But I'm so messed up, I can't tell. So then I feel somebody saying, she's going home with me. And they're nibbling on my ear. So I'm like, who the hell's on? I'm like this. So this big old black man comes up and says, Mike, no. And so I'm like, Mike? And I'm thinking, hey, Michael Jackson, like Mike. And as he's pulling him off, I turn around with Mike Tyson. And my sister's like, let my sister go. Get off of her. And I'm like, what? You don't even know that this man is hugging on you, kissing on your ear. And I'm like, what the? I was like, never again. Never again. It was Mike Tyson.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Could have been the same victim.
No, I'd put Mike Tyson in the ass, though. And I'd be like, nigga, what? No, I wouldn't. I can't say that.
I was about to say.
Okay, I take that back. I'm talking
that's a good story.
Yeah, it sounds good, though, right? I'd have got the hell up out of there, though. No, but I was just like, yeah, it was Mike Tyson. And he apologized. He was like, I'm sorry. I was, she's a cutie pie, whatever. I'm just playing with her, Yeah, the guy was like, dude, you know better.
Time to go.
But back in the Mike Tyson era, he was there was no greater than Mike Tyson at that point, at that time. But you did... paying $60, $70, however much it was for Showtime. I think it was Showtime or whatever to watch his fight was not worth it.
Yeah, it was short, over.
I remember one time we got the
Muhammad
fight.
Ali was like that. He was knocking people out in the first round. And
really?
Stuff. Oh, yeah.
I remember one time we watched the Mike Tyson fight, and he went about 4 rounds. He was like, oh, he gonna lose. What's going on? He ain't knocked him out yet. What's wrong with him? He gonna lose. What's going on? It was just 4.
Yeah.
Like, what the heck is going on? But, yeah, Mike Tyson was. So, I know the Joker has it, and he's going to be phenomenal in the ring.
Yeah, it's a tough one. The heavyweights, boy. Those
heavyweights.
Guys big. How tall is he?
5'11".
And how much is the weight?
210.
Yeah. So, looking at all the boxers that you've witnessed in your lifetime, does he remind you of anybody?
He reminds me, his style, if I have to say, he reminds me of a Mike Tyson.
Really?
Like because I've watched him. I've seen him. His charisma, his charm, I'm going to say it's a mixture of, because it can be cocky, but it can be humbling. Mm-hmm. So it's a mixture of Mayweather and...
Mike Tyson?
No, Sugar Ray. Because Sugar Ray was... He was, but he was kind of charming at the same time.
Yeah.
And Joker can be, he's cocky.
Oh, you just blind because you're in love.
No, he is. I'm being honest. Because he can be cocky.
Yeah.
He can be cocky like, I'm going to do this. But then he's also very, very humble. And I won't go into his reasons, what we have discussed, but his reasonings and the things that he wants to do, he's not just fighting to get rich to be like, oh, I'm finna go buy Benzes and stuff. His reasoning and things that he wants to do is so, I just
got
really,
some heart, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I just
sensitive.
I pray I literally pray every day for him that this happens, and that's the reason why I tell him all the time, I'm your biggest cheerleader. I went to Vegas. I'm like, it was nothing for me. It was an honor just to be able to speak for him and go up there. So
But that's what it takes. You need a cheerleader. You need somebody to get out there and tell your story, and I think you'll be a good manager. You know, manager / promoter.
yeah. Well, you know, I just want the right people. He sells himself. All he has to, like I told the man, all you have to do is get him in here. He's gonna sell you that dream. Not only is he gonna sell you the dream, it's gonna come to reality. Right? And he's like, basically, he's saying, I got it. You know, I'm training hard for this. So,
Well, good.
yeah.
Make sure you negotiate a good purse.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't know if you're going to let me negotiate his purse, but, you know, he's just, you know, I just want to, you know, it's time for it to happen. We got to make this happen. So,
Yeah.
so
Good
we'll see
luck
what
with
happens.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll see what happens. So, yeah, that's what's going on with the Joker. That's why he's like, bedtime, 10 o'clock, I'm out. So, got to do what you got to do.
So what's his boxing name?
The Joker. That's
The Joker.
Yeah, the Joker.
Just the Joker?
The Joker. In all caps, baby, the Joker. And that's how he comes out, you know. That's how he comes out. Like, you know,
Now Joker like the
Like
in
the
the
Batman
movie,
character?
yeah.
I
That
mean,
kind of Joker or just a funny guy? Joker. You
no,
know?
funny guy, Joker, because
Okay.
he is a Joker.
Okay.
He loves
Yeah, he's
to do
quite a clown.
he
you know?
he is. And you never know when he's serious or when he's gotten me a couple of times where he's pissed me off because I'm like, what? And he's joking and I'm like, and he don't tell you right away. He will let me be mad. He will let me, and I'm like, really? You couldn't just tell me? Like, you didn't let my
I'm
blood
just
pressure
messing
go
with
up
you,
and
yeah.
everything? And he
Can't ruin a good joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, he goes, I'm gonna let you think what you want to think. I said, okay. The carotid artery, baby. The carotid artery.
Don't go to sleep tonight.
Don't go to sleep.
Look, you got enough evidence on here to indict her if necessary.
But you know what? That's because you're going to always go back and tell, though. You're going to go back and tell.
You're
Like,
here threatening people.
that's not a threat. Here's the difference between me and most people. I don't make threats. I make promises.
Hey now.
Only cowards make threats. I make promises.
Okay, let me try to put this in my best legal terminology as possible. You are making claims of taking an individual's life.
Well, I didn't say I was going
On
to take the
air.
life. I just said I was going to get the carotid artery. Now, if
Right.
he died, that's on him. That's his fault that he ain't wanting to live.
Right?
Or anybody. Just
Right.
anybody. You should be strong enough to take it.
This episode has been brought to you by the word crazy.
Take your medicine,
Oh,
boys and
Lord.
girls. No, but I don't make
Vita
threats.
Vita Benjamin.
Vita Vita Benjamins. Do you poop out at parties? Yeah. Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, I don't want to kill anybody, but I do want to hurt them. If they hurt me, if they come after me, I'm coming.
Yeah.
But if I
do.
tell you I'm going to do
Kill 'em,
something,
but
I ain't
don't
making no
push me.
threats. Yeah, I ain't a killer. Hey, as the famous poet said, I ain't a killer, but don't push me. And you know it, baby. You know it.
I was about to say I ain't that famous, but yeah, you was talking about pot.
Moving on down the road. You know what? You think I could be a Broadway? Like, what's that Tony singer on the Broadway? Moving on down the road. Maybe, okay, maybe not. Okay.
We're waiting for what happens after that.
I haven't finished the song.
Oh, okay.
But
I don't know. Do you like to sing?
no, I'm just joking.
Oh.
I can't sing. I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings.
Yeah, that's right. You're the Joker's wife.
Moving on to our next Honey's Closet question. This one, I had to find the perfect, and we need everybody's honest opinion, okay? Honey's Closet, dear Honey's Closet fam, I am 17 years old, a comedian and actor. I want to pursue my dreams, but my parents want me to go to college and be the American dream, a doctor or lawyer. I have no desires. I have tried to talk to my family and friends with no success. Any advice? Signed, Hollywood Bound.
Go to school, fool.
My advice to you is this.
They possessed inside.
You need
Give them
Talent
a sense of pride.
and a craft. You cannot get by with just one or the other. You need both. You need the talent and you need the craft. They do not have to be intermeshed. They can be two separate, different entities, but you need to be able to succeed and progress and get ahead in life, and also progress in your talent at the same time. So whatever field that may be in, whether you need to go to school for it or not, is what you need to decide on. Find what you're good at. Focus on that. If it takes you going to school to go do it, go get that degree. If it takes you going to be out in the world to go get it, then do that. But you got to find what your niche is.
Follow your dreams, follow your passion, but get your education first.
Education sucks in America, though.
Well, yeah, but you can't. You got it. That may have to be your fallback, because if your ass ain't funny, you ain't gonna make no money.
Well,
go to school in Europe. Don't go to school in America.
Here's the thing. Most parents want their kids to go to college, and they want their kids to be a doctor, a lawyer, or whatever it is. Not everybody is cut out to be that.
That is true. That is true.
I have a family member who, from the day she was born, her college education was set in place. She got into Howard. All this got kicked out. Just whatever, didn't make it. She was going to be a pediatrician. She was going to be this, and that. Didn't make it. She ended up becoming a teacher, and then she married a football player, and she's set. But she wasn't college. She wasn't necessarily college material. Like that wasn't for her dream. Now, her
totally
sister.
Agree with you, and I totally get that. But there are a lot of rappers out there that have college degrees. Mm-hmm. Okay,
some of them gone back for it.
Well, true. Some had it before they got into the rap game, or doing it simultaneously. But
2 Chainz, T.I.
Yeah, but they've got something to fall back on.
Right.
If and when, not if, when their fame runs out, they've got something else. If they start another business, they took some business courses. They know how to do that. They have, that educational background.
Yep.
Well, I'm going to say follow your dreams.
If you're a sports player, you get injured, what you going to do?
Well, like I said, talent. We're saying the same thing. Talent, talent, and craft. You got to be able to pay your bills still.
Yeah.
Signed, Hollywood bound. I'm going to say pursue your comedian. You want to be a comedian and an actor, pursue that. But at the same time, you don't have to go to school to be a doctor or lawyer. Right. That's not what you want to be.
Right.
Because no matter what you do in life, if you're not happy doing it, you will not be successful doing it. So you don't have to do that. But I would say, go ahead, follow your dreams. You're 17. Go out there, see what can happen. But get some education as well.
Absolutely.
Make sure you have something. Eddie Murphy said, though, when he knew he wanted to be a comedian, and they asked him, I think he was somewhere, somebody asked, what was your next, what would you want to do if you wouldn't be a comedian? He goes, I had nothing, because I knew I was going to have to be a comedian. I wanted it that bad. I wasn't going to fall back on nothing.
Yeah, but then there's 10,000 cats out there trying to do it with that same attitude, will never have the success that he had.
Right.
Okay? There was a lot of special elements to him. And there are a lot of people that will never be an Eddie Murphy.
Right.
Never.
I wanted to take this topic a bit aside. Do you think the comedy industry will get back to that strength that it once had when it was one of the leading forefronts of entertainment? Because I don't really see them. I know there are a bunch of different comedy clubs just in California in general, but they don't seem as prominent and as active as what the past kind of foretold. These great comedians and all these up-and-coming comedians who are coming out. I feel like it shifted. And
it's interesting that we're talking about this coming up next. Anna Marie has a show, and all of her guests are generally comics.
Right.
What I'm hearing in talking to the comics that have come in here, it's a lot of competition more than ever before.
Right.
20 years ago, 25, 30 years ago, it wasn't 10,000 comics, running around the country being funny. Now, there are thousands of them in the world of trying to be a comedian.
Right.
And most of them are not financially successful or even have the popularity that of the notable comedic types in the past. So I think it's tougher today than ever before. There are more comedy clubs even Most of them are barely successful, or 1 or 2 nights a week is hot, and then you got a lot of cold nights. It's a tough question, and maybe Anna Marie could even chime in on that.
Anna Marie, I think, you have one of the most funniest comedians. I know you got the Kevin Hart's, who's hilarious, the Mike Epps, but Ricky Smiley. Ricky Smiley is so. Have you ever?
I know Ricky.
You ever
work with him
doing Bernice Jenkins?
Yeah,
hilarious. So we're talking about. I got an email back question, and it's basically from a 17-year-old. He said he wants to be a comedian, actor. He wants to pursue his dreams, but his parents wants him to go to school, to college, to be a doctor or a lawyer or whatever, live the American dream. And so he wants to know, he's gone to family, friends, and we're talking about comedians. And I tell him to follow his dreams. Maybe go to school.
Definitely go to school.
Go to school and do
Take
something.
improv. Get educated.
But
Poet's question was...
My question that I was asking was, does it seem that the comedy scene will ever get back to that prominent status that it was at the highest form of entertainment? Like, over these, these performing musical artists and over, like movie theaters. It was at once if you're going to go do anything, you're going to go see a comedy show before you did any of that.
Yeah, and everybody's wondering that before they got saturated. It happened in the 80s. In the 80s when they opened, and the clubs are huge.
Right.
They got like 15 rooms. So to go back to the smaller club mentality, you've gone so far, there's no way they're going to go back to that realm of which you speak.
Right.
And what they've had to do, and don't forget the internet changed all that. One of the things that comedians are doing is they're posting their stuff, doing skits and putting them on Instagram.
Okay.
And they're getting these huge followings, but that doesn't translate to stand-up comedy.
Right.
There's what kind of comedy does he want to do? Because there's so many different layers to comedy, which the comedians talk about.
Right.
There is comedy writing. There is comedy acting. There is comedy, which is stand-up. There is improv. None of these are all the same.
Right.
Right.
And yet the basis is comedy. And the thing that these guys all talk about, young kids coming out here to do this and pursue their dream, have a plan. Because LA, as you guys know, eat you up and spit you out.
Right.
And Alonzo Bowden, who was the last comic standing, I believe he won 8 or 9 years ago. But he said it took him 8 years to get there. He made a joke and said, it took me 8 years to be an overnight success. And he also said one of the things about coming out to LA is it is so saturated. Is it a young black comic?
He does not say. He's 17 years old.
Right. 17. I would tell him to do as many open mic nights in the area that he's at, because open mic nights is where you're going to get your feet wet. Every town and city has them, where a lot of people, they think open mic night must be just singing.
Like, singing, poetry,
Right,
nothing.
it's
Yeah, it could be anything you want to do.
And see how he fares out there, and to get his feet wet in that. There is a video, if he goes on YouTube, and you can watch Kevin Hart at 19 years old, and you can see the brilliance that it's undeniable.
And Kevin Hart.
Oh, undeniable. The gentleman that I'm having on tonight is from Kevin Hart's The Plastic Cup Boys.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I seen a documentary on them, I think the night before last.
Did you really? Because I like to do the research, and I had all these YouTubes, their humor, what they talk about. I've seen his comedy act, trying to saturate myself with as much information. I suggest anybody going into it, that's one of the things my show's about. It's the information these kids are looking for. The comics talk about, and you're going through Shang, Willie Barcena. They have Rich Scheidner, who was from the 80s. These guys have years of experience that they're sharing on my shows. It's not about, hey, come on and tell jokes. They're actually talking about the process.
Right.
And what they went through and what they go through even today. You have Shang, who's been on BET, HBO. He's had a special, and he's still bringing shows where he might walk out the door at $25.
Right.
Because that's LA. It's so saturated. And if you can make it in LA, you can go and you can probably take that and eat and make a
Elsewhere,
living.
yeah.
That's what everybody's saying. But yeah, 17 years old, that was my best advice to him. Where is he?
He doesn't say where he's at.
Okay, because Florida, they have McCurdy's, which is a comedy school. which is part of Ringling Brothers. There's a lot of things that he could do to get the information he needs, and he really has to think about what he's going to do for work. Because if you're not making at least, what would you guys say to survive out in LA unless you got 30 people to move in with you? Right? I mean, people don't realize the hustle out here. If you get sat there and say, wait a minute.
That's a hard question.
It is a hard question because that's the reality out here.
How comfortable do you want to be?
Right. Well, he's 17 years old. It's where his parents want him to go to college. He could actually still take that and also do his comedy.
I would really say a minimum like $30,000 a year.
Something.
Yeah, like a minimum
for a young person.
And that's even without you like.
Right. I mean, there's a lot of comedians who. There's a comedian. His name's Ron T. He lives out of his van, and this kid is brilliant. He's to have Royale Watkins say he would love to do a show with this young man says a lot about this kid's humor. He looks like Urkel. He looks like a cross between Urkel and he doesn't compromise. He doesn't wear his pants down. He wears them up high. He does a spoof. I mean, he is so embraced of himself and so sure of himself. And he jokes about the fact that he lives in his van and he's literally making that sacrifice. He showers at the gym and he talks about it on stage. It's hilarious. But he is someone that every comedian is looking at and going, wow, this guy's... And that's one out of... Just like, you get to show after show after show after show.
Right.
Yeah. But that would be my answer.
Amazing.
I don't know if that helps him at all.
Well,
I think you gave a pretty in-depth answer.
Yes. I think so. Thank you. Because I'm sure anything that we're trying to do, especially in Hollywood, is...
Right. You know, the chasing the dream to become famous, I always tell... Chase the dream, to enjoy the journey, to just experience life. If fame happens, great. I always joked and said I was famous wherever I went, and it was always enough to be that person that no matter where I worked, no matter what I did, it just so happened my personality, everybody knew who I was. And to have that joy of just being one of those people that people, when you leave the room, they go, oh man, I love when she comes around, she's great. And if he's a comedian, to do something like, to have that mindset, that if he enjoys the journey, because if you come out here and your sole goal, because if you listen to my show, every single new comedian that comes on my show, they're going to make it. It's all or nothing. And they're thriving to become Kevin Hart status, Dave Chappelle status. Well, according to my comedians, if he's black, the way that the powers that be work, that really only one black comedian at a time. And at first I was like, this is Shang that actually said this. And I'm like, no, come on. And then he went, think about it.
That's crazy.
And then he started naming who was big during that time. And there wasn't, I was like, oh my God, he's right.
You're right. There's so many that are stacked up when you think about it. But as far as who were actually there, And
that high point of recognition is right now it's Kevin Hart. And nobody thought anybody could surpass Dave Chappelle.
Right.
Right, and here Kevin is. He's been given a deal by Lionsgate for his Laugh Out Loud network.
Right.
And he has 50% ownership of that, and he has full creative license for that. That's unheard
amazing.
Of. That is, he wouldn't do business. He was like, I don't need you. I mean, I listened to him talk about he's a business. If I could say this kid, if you want to do comedy, it's a business. Take business. Because it does flow into every aspect of what you do.
Yeah, if you want to make money, definitely learn the business.
Because he keeps saying he's trying to call. Well, we appreciate
that little insight. It was just a question, Anne Marie.
No. I mean, we always like it when you come on. The Joker actually listens to your show, and he's like, "She's so funny."
Oh, that's wicked good.
And you just said wherever you go, you say I'm famous. That's him. He's like he calls himself the hood superstar, like the hood ghetto superstar. Because
I love that. If that's true, I love that he acknowledges that.
No, he does. He told me today.
That's really cool.
He told me he's on me like I want your show. Like Anne Marie's show, her show is bomb. Like
I gotta get it more out there.
Yeah.
For me, my dream would be like, I'm looking to present a finished product to Kevin Hart and just say, and the guy that said, well, get a scissor reel together is just like what Lee says. Be patient.
Yeah.
Tonight, to have this caliber of guest, I'm like beside myself that, from where I've come from to come to LA. My story's not usual. To know one person, land a radio show, and have the caliber of guests. Even you said, how do you get these people to come on? Has been like almost like a magic journey. And no matter what comes out on the other end of it, what I've experienced surpasses anything they could tell me. Oh, yeah, you're going to be famous. No, this is really great right now.
Yeah.
So
we used to have some really good, because we had Scruncho on our show before.
Oh, my gosh.
Yes,
Really?
I know Scruncho really well. We had him on
funny.
our show. He's pretty funny. And we had some comedians, and we had some American Idol people on, and we just haven't, since we've been over here, brought the guest in like we used to. But
You know what I've been thinking about recently? That girl from Tanzania. I can't think of her name though.
Oh yeah. Well, we don't want her back on. Yes, man.
Oh, that experience. I have one of those.
Yeah, we gonna let that go.
You know, that was it's all about learning.
No, shut up. Shut up.
Get in trouble, yo.
We had what's his name? Michael Jackson's supposedly son.
Oh, you
Brandon.
did?
B.
Brandon
Howard.
B.
Yeah,
Howard.
B. Howard.
We had him on.
What did you think?
I actually was sick and I didn't come in that day.
Well,
But they handled it, and then
You
I
can't
called
talk like
in.
this.
I called in, and he told me like something
Any
I had cooked,
resemblance?
and he was.
yeah, he can't talk like this.
He
and
looks like
he
Michael
was bad at
Jackson
honey.
after surgery. They got the same surgeries.
Wow.
He don't look like Michael
But
Jackson
wait,
born.
wouldn't they have done a paternity test on that?
You know that's Mickey Howard's son. He's Mickey Howard's son, the singer Mickey Howard.
Oh, okay, not
That's her son, and he looks like Michael Jackson.
and her.
He looks more like he looks like Michael Jackson after the surgery.
Dressed like him.
So he had the same surgery that Michael Jackson had. So he
he
looks
also
like a
very
man.
touchy.
Yeah, they was.
Yeah, he was.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah,
the
I
gropey
He's a
people.
singer.
I don't like people.
B. Howard, he's a singer. Mm-hmm.
What is it? What do you think about? I have to ask. You're men. What do you think about a man that does that, where he's always like touching you when he's so? What is that? Is that body language of like?
No, I would understand if he's from like Latin or European culture where they do that. That's more friendly when they do that. But
Right.
as an American,
We don't touch each other like that.
That's a man moving on you.
Yeah, we don't do all that touching out here.
Ah, that's
Yeah,
interesting.
No, not at all. Not
American men don't do that. I can see it in other cultures. And all right, I'm not gonna take a pass at it, but yeah, definitely in America, that's not like a norm. Like, here, come let me. No.
Yeah, I used to work with it.
Keep your hands off me.
Yeah, that's interesting. The close talker.
Yeah, exactly.
Where you keep backing away and they keep following you, or they like gonna. As a woman, I don't see it with if women are doing that to men are gonna pick right up on that, and they'll step right into you. They're gonna call you on it.
Right.
But when a man is like, rubbing your arm or touching you every time they walk by, or
Right.
saying stuff, it's kind of like, is it me? Or am I overstepping my boundary and saying no touchy?
Right.
It's like, man, you gotta stop.
You know what I
touching me.
really hate? I have a pet peeve when people are like in my personal bubble. Like, if I can reach out and touch you, I really don't like you being that close to me.
Yeah, you gotta let.
Especially like in like grocery lines. Like, I really hate when people are like right on. Yeah, like, so if you're like a stranger, yeah, it'd be problems.
Oh, one of the worst being in sales was the ass breath. It's like, I don't know how much ass you ate before you got here, but you need to back away. Back the
How much
away.
ass you ate
Because it's
before
like,
you got here?
because it's like roadkill breath. We had names for it, but what it is, believe it or not, medications can make your breath rancid.
Mm-hmm.
And like, this is something that, I don't know if you're punishing the world because you're on freaking medication, but you need to get that shit in check.
So you need medication for whatever the problem is that's causing you to take this medication.
So
You need
I don't know-
medication
You better get some
Right.
Listerine
for
strip.
the shit that's got your mouth smelling like the
Because
shit,
when I close my eyes, I don't know which orifice
like the
you're talking
man dick
out
that
of.
was behind the dumpster.
Yes,
Get it.
exactly. I mean, seriously, it's like a wall that you just like, God, I can't get through
You see,
another moment.
Just make sure we don't have any phone calls.
Any phone calls coming in? Is that a buzzy line? It was buzzing. Oh, there you are.
Hello. Who do we have on the line? You're inside of Honey's closet.
Oh, shucky ducky now.
Oh, shucky ducky now. Gee,
Shucky
baby.
ducky.
What's
that?
up, baby?
What's going on? What's good in the closet tonight?
Oh, we're talking about comedians, but you know what? Were you listening before? Did you hear the other email back question?
I didn't hear the email question. I don't think I did. I heard, because I was kind of in and out. I heard a little something about, first and foremost, let me get to the very first thing that caught my attention.
Uh-oh.
When you was talking to Mr. Lee, the brother there.
Uh-huh.
Right? Yeah, on the very first introduction when you was asking where he was from, you said something that really caught my attention about not being from the Valley.
No, you know what?
man,
I
what's
really
up with
didn't
that?
mean the
What's up with
Valley.
that?
I meant Calabasas. Cause okay,
Valley.
G's from the Valley, but
Yeah, because, this is Terradone Spinus from the Valley 818 right here, baby.
yeah, but I meant like I was like, don't come at me
Whatever.
with that little, like Woodland Hills or what's the Calabasas was what I was really trying to get out.
Yeah. Let's just straighten
So he's
that
a
up
Valley
right
dude?
He's from the Valley.
What part of the valley?
there. From San Fernando part of the Valley.
Oh,
I went to
okay.
San Fernando High School
Out
from
in the
Lake.
desert.
Grew up and raised in
You're a
Pacoima,
desert
Lake
rat.
Buchanan.
You're a desert rat.
I wouldn't say that. No, not Palmdale.
Do y'all
I'm
hear that
I'm
feminine
talking-
laugh in the background?
Who is
Just so
that?
everybody
You know
know,
who
that's
that
Jersey
is.
Sweetie.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking Pacoima, Lakeview Terrace.
Okay.
That area, not all the way up to Palmdale, Lancaster. I ain't from there.
Okay. Well, see, all of that used to be the desert. 20 years ago, 25 years ago, San Fernando was no, and there too many people live out there, right?
Still ain't much better.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me real quick because we got to go to I want you guys to listen to the next one, but let me go over the first email back question that we talked about really quickly. A lady called, sent us a message and said that she was at a friend's house. They were videoing a guy having sex with someone in the dumpster. When it was all done, the guy stood up. It was her fiance and a teenage boy, and she had the audacity to hit me up and ask me what should she do. She said she started an argument with her fiance so that she can leave the house for 2 to 3 days so she can think about it. Go.
You asking me what should she do? Do I think about it? Well, first of all, I think that's disgusting. Wow, there's so many levels of disgusting with that one.
I said the same thing.
Because, and this is nothing against homosexual people or gay people or whatever. I'm not really sure how to address it properly. But, I don't get out like that. So to me, that's a little nasty. And to say that he was with a boy is even worse. And now you in a dumpster. I mean, it just keeps getting worse and worse. It just keeps going lower and lower. So my thing is to her is, first of all, how long has she been with this dude?
I don't know, but I don't understand why she needs to ask us what to do. Kick his shitty dick ass to the curb.
Oh, damn, we could get out like that on here?
Yeah.
I didn't know we could talk about like that.
I think it's the hair right now she got.
Hey, Poet seems to think because my hair is different, I'm acting up, but
But, well, yeah, definitely I would say kicking to the curb. I mean, it's just over the top. You know what I mean? That's without question. Kicking to the curb, he got to go. But I'm just kind of curious as to how long has she been with this cat? Because it's, that's like, these people nowadays is on some, you so quick and eager to get with somebody and don't really know who you with. And come to find out you with some kind of freak like this.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And I mean, but it could happen. I mean, take for instance what was that cat name in Kansas that was killing everybody? Not the Unabomber. What was that? BTK. Buying, torture, and kill. He led a normal life that we all thought, for years, 20 plus years. And come to find out, he been killing and torturing people for 20-something, 30 years. So you never necessarily know who you with. But I mean, if she was with him for a while, I got to place some of the blame on her for not getting into, hey, who are you, before getting with this cat. We're in a world now where we want everything fast, fast food, microwaves, instant this. You can't even make a pot of grits unless it's instant now. You know what I mean? So, we in that life and we're in that world right now, and it's despicable to a degree, but you don't give yourself a chance to know somebody, and next thing you know, you end up with some weird freak, or now you got a disease that you can't get rid of because you didn't even give yourself a chance to know the person that you got intimate or started a relationship with.
Right. Well,
but definitely he got to go.
Yeah, I just told her she was crazy for even hitting us up. Like, that's a question for you to have to try to start a fight to leave for a couple of days. To think about what?
Oh, I mean, that's how she got out. She had to start a fight with him to leave.
Yeah, she said she had started a fight so that she can leave for a few days so she can think about it.
Therapist. That's what the answer is. Yeah, go find
she needs to figure out what's wrong with her crazy self, because I don't know. Before we go to the next email back question, I have another random question real quick. I started it last week, but I don't think we answered it. So, how do you reply to a "I miss you" text from somebody you don't miss?
We definitely start that though. But,
I mean, so if somebody texts you that they miss you, to me, you just kind of let it go unanswered, or maybe you say maybe if you do feel compelled to reply, just, oh, that's sweet, thank you, or something like that. But if you don't miss that person, definitely don't lie about it.
Right.
And I'm gonna put it out there like this, and there's nothing crazy, but my wife hit me where she missed me all the time. I don't feel like I should lie to her and say that, because I drive, I leave the house and I'll be like, damn, babe, I was just gone, I just left yesterday. And she was like, yeah, but I miss you already. But I don't lie to her. I don't come back with a, well, I miss you too. I just keep it 100 with, like, and that's my response. Is like, well, I just left yesterday, And sometimes she'll say, well, you don't miss me. I'll say, well, I can't lie to you. I don't miss you yet. Give me a few days, then, give me a couple days. I'll hit you with, I might hit you with that one, but.
The carotid artery, Jersey Sweetie, the carotid artery.
I think that's real.
That's my best friend. I can respect
that's my
that.
wife right now in the background talking.
That's Jersey Sweetie.
Yeah, Jersey Sweetie.
Well, if it's someone I actually don't like, I have no compassion for. Yeah, I'm hitting with a not mutual.
You hear yourself?
Yeah, I can hear myself.
You said you don't like what's not mutual?
No, I said if it's someone I really don't like or particularly care for, I'm replying with a not mutual.
Oh, wow.
Or just put return to sender.
Not mutual. That's kind of rough, but I can dig it. I mean, they're still keeping it 100 though.
Right.
And I learned from making many mistakes that it's better just to be honest.
Right.
What I mean?
Makes things a lot quicker.
Sometimes you don't have to be brutally honest, but definitely be honest. So therefore, if you don't miss that person, you don't have to be like, well, I don't miss your ass, but you can definitely say something to the effect of like what I do, And it's not just being rude or disrespectful. It's just being real and 100.
Right. I hear you. Okay. Email back question. Honey Closet Crew. Attention, attention, attention. I am a pretty good looking woman. I have my own. I am faithful and a true down woman for my man. He doesn't work right now. He is going to school to be a dentist, and I work overtime to make sure I help him finish. The problem I have is he studies all the time and never has time for me. I try to be patient, but I get lonely. I even try to help him to study, but he tells me no. What do? I sometimes feel like cheating, but it's not who I am. Am I selfish? Please advise. Signed, Candace Drew, in need of attention.
Yes, you are selfish. If you feel that way, get out of the relationship. If you want to see that man succeed, got to stay down and do your due diligence.
Can I talk? Can I talk? Can I talk?
Yes.
Because I got to respond. Now, I don't feel like she's selfish because she is trying to hold him down. But she does need to tell him, hey, we got to create at least, give me an hour of your time because it can happen. I know my husband was in school for a while and it that loneliness does kick in, and you get that feeling, and it doesn't mean that you're being selfish. We're all human. We all got needs. So with that being said, you just got to communicate and do it effectively. You got to have that communication.
I agree. I do think that if he's trying to go to school and I'm assuming they live together, and he's trying to go to school, he's trying to better himself, he's trying to make a, because she, and this had to be pointed out to me early going over the show, she's saying she has her own. She has hers. Apparently he don't have his. So he's trying to get his to hopefully match her or even do better than her. So he does need to study. And being a dentist is not easy. So I get it. He needs to study. He needs to get his thing together. I agree, though. Like I said, you have to water your grass. You have to take care of home. You may have to study a lot, but you do have to sometimes. But there's a way to do that. You know what I'm saying? No, don't cheat. Because he's out trying to, it ain't like he hanging out partying. He's studying all the time. So,
and that's where the selfish part comes in for me.
Yeah, and I get that. But again, everybody needs that little attention. Everyone, but
because at that point, I feel like she's looking for an excuse to cheat. If that's what the conclusion she's coming to, I feel like cheating. You're selfish.
Well, my whole thing is if she's asking him, "Hey, can I help you study?" She's willing to her affection part. If she's even willing to go out on a limb and say, hey, just to spend some time with you, we can study together. There's nothing wrong with that. So for it to be a selfish thing, it's not at all. Because she's not saying don't study at all. She's asking him, hey, let me help you study. At least she gets some kind of time.
She wants to cheat.
It makes you want to. See, Poet, I'm going to let you know, you young. You young bucks don't get it.
Hey, we can cut this conversation right here.
I'm going to let you get a little age on you. I'm going to let you get a little age on you, and then we'll revisit this topic, and you'll see.
Nah, we good.
No, I don't think that she wants to cheat. She says she feels like cheating, but that's not who she is. And I think she just wants that extra attention, and that could be
But what it is those needs. Once again, you have needs. Every woman has needs, just like every man got needs.
Right, because if it was the other way around, and a woman is studying everything, a man is like, okay, I can't, nothing, no dinner, so it can go both ways, but
yeah, it can.
But maybe she needs to, one of the things that was said earlier, make him lunch, bring him stuff, kind of sit there and let's have lunch together. I don't know if she's trying these things, so if you're listening, try to do some things to help him while he's studying, bring him lunch, sit with him. He doesn't want you to help him study. Maybe I couldn't have anybody help me study either sometimes. It's kind of hard for me because I learn a different way than most people, but definitely don't cheat. That's not going to get you anywhere, but if you love your mate, if you love someone, you wouldn't cheat on them. So it's only going to cause you to be hurt in the long run.
I disagree, honey.
Check this out.
Who said that?
No, this is me. This is G. Men are, we simple creatures, and simple sometimes to a fault. We don't think that a woman have the same needs that we do a lot of times. Meaning, she want that time, she want that affection. She just might need that little, come on and give it to me. You know what I mean? A lot of times we don't. Now, like how you just said, if the shoe was on the other foot, as a man, you're going to be like, nah, baby, I just need a quick 15 minutes of your time. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. We don't think that a woman feels that same way sometimes. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
As far as the sexual thing, Now, that's just straight sex. But as far as the intimacy and all the extras, we definitely, I'm saying we, speaking for all men, and I probably shouldn't, but a lot of us, we don't even think, like if it's something going on in that situation where he's doing his schoolwork and all that, he's not thinking about the intimacy part that he's not necessarily giving his woman. He's definitely not thinking about just her needing to get hers off, you know. So we don't think of women in the same terms, and it's hypocritical, basically. You know, I try to be a type of cat that look in the mirror and say what's good for me is good for her, and vice versa. What I need, she need the same thing. But a lot of times we don't go that far. You know, we are kind of self-centered. We are kind of selfish. We are kind of on a level that you don't think of your mate as needing the same things that you would need if the shoe was on the other foot. You know, and I don't know if that makes sense to you, but
I just want to make one final point. I feel there's a major difference in between fantasizing about doing something and actually mentally getting to the point where you're thinking, I want to cheat on my partner. I understand fantasizing and being in that position where you're lonely to want that affection, but to actually fully get to the point of you saying, I want to cheat on my partner, or yeah, I'm going to start preparing to cheat on my partner, I think in that is a high level of selfishness. And so, yes, like you said, as men, we can be sometimes we can over-focus on things and ignore the things that are also important to us that we might neglect from time to time, but I still don't think that excuses the fact that...
Yeah, that's all being selfish.
Well, if she actually cheated, I think it would be felt selfish. I think sometimes I don't like the cheating part. I don't like that part though. I really don't, because it's like if you thinking about cheating, that means you really
it's what you want to do.
thinking about doing like sometimes I feel like cheating. But then she said that's not who she is. If so, that shouldn't be that. Here's the thing: if a person's not making you happy, if they're not fulfilling your needs, if they're not stepping up to the table, then you need to walk away.
I would have respected her if she said leaving, but
don't go out and sleep with somebody else and then come home to your partner. That's just disgusting. If they're not making you happy, and I'm assuming that you have had this conversation with him. So if you have had this conversation, again, he's not out hanging out partying. He's studying. So that's kind of like, I'm gonna work with you. So when you get out of school, you owe me. We gonna have to go somewhere. We gonna have to have a whole weekend. He owes you. But I can't believe that this man, especially if y'all living together, that he ain't taking some time for you. It's just like, I wonder what she's expecting from him. And because she didn't say it had to be sexual. Well, I guess by her saying she's thinking about cheating, I guess it would be sexual. So I take that back. But I can't believe they're not having no sex. And if you ain't getting no sex, you need to just kick his ass out the house.
Maybe it's not about sex. Maybe it's much more than that.
Man,
everybody got to get their panties wet sometimes.
So let me ask you this. Is cheating always sexual?
No, but if you are having any kind of relationship with the opposite sex that's not a family member or somebody, that's a form of cheating. You should not be going anywhere to have even conversation, because you know what? Conversation leads to other things. Conversation leads to
Honey's Closet poet is out.
Why you out?
That's a crazy ass statement.
It is. Let's take it one step further then.
That's wild.
Since she's thinking about cheating, but that's not who she is, but she's thinking about cheating.
Mm-hmm.
It's still cheating.
Is that cheating?
Yeah.
Her thinking about cheating is not cheating.
Yes, it is.
Her thinking about cheating shows where her character lies.
It shows where her character lies. Cheating, here's the thing. This is why it's so very important to have an open, and as Jersey Sweetie would say, effective communication. Because if you don't talk with your mate and you don't fix those problems, then some people don't normally say, okay, you know what, I'm not happy, I'm leaving. People don't do that. They just start going like, okay, well, it could be, I always use the Home Depot. You go in the Home Depot looking for something, and that man come up and he helps you. And he compliments you on your looks, and then you start having a conversation with him. That conversation can lead to, oh, well, when you coming back to Home Depot? or whatever, and it goes on, and it next thing you know, panties to the side.
So, but look, so if you already had in your mind that you're not getting that affection at home, and you're thinking about cheating, do you already know when that certain guy come up and show that interest that okay, here we go. This is what I need right here, and I'm subconsciously or not, I'm going to go ahead and act on this conversation.
It can happen.
So that goes back to the thought of cheating. It's cheating. Is it or is it not?
It's just as bad as cheating, in my opinion.
Say again.
If you're thinking about cheating, you don't want to be with me.
No. If you don't take your thoughts to action, it's not cheating. Okay, listen. You're driving down the street, you see a beautiful woman or a good-looking man, and you have that thought, wow, I'd love to have that, right?
Like I said,
but that's not cheating.
That's not cheating.
Just a thought.
I call that
an admiration.
I define that as fantasizing and having, because people have sexual fantasies. That's the regular
I
occurrence.
have them every day. But 4 times an hour.
That's right.
But I ain't cheating. I ain't doing nothing.
I think that to actually fully verbalize the thought of,
I understand what you're saying, but that's kind of a different situation. This woman is talking about,
like, I want to cheat on him because he's grinding right now and he's not making enough time for me. I want to cheat on him because of this.
Well, then that's her reason. She has justifiable reasons for wanting to cheat because she's not being satisfied. Whether it's sexually, mentally, socially, whatever. It could be any number of things or a combination thereof.
My thing is why... Yeah.
That's just my old school thoughts on it, based on my life experiences.
Well, I'm gonna tell her, do not cheat. Talk to your mate.
Apparently, don't talk to nobody else.
I don't condone cheating. I'm not suggesting that you go out and cheat.
You don't talk to the pastor.
But it's easy to justify your actions when that lightning bolt hits you in the head.
Definitely don't talk to nobody at Home Depot.
Yeah, don't talk to nobody at Home Depot. Don't talk to your pastor.
What do you mean your pastor? What is that supposed to mean?
You said don't talk to. You said have a conversation with nobody. You said conversation can lead to.
Oh, you know what I mean. I'm talking about when you start talking to some random person. I don't mean not your pastor or something. Pull it on one tonight.
I got to tell you,
I'm on one.
I go to Home Depot 3 times a month. And
Lee got his
it's a great pickup
wearing.
place now, especially
Depot,
with these what do you call it, Pilates pants? I mean,
Oh, the leggings.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
they be putting it out there.
Yeah.
Oh, so it ain't,
Lee is now ordered him an apron from Amazon. He gonna go up in there like,
hey man,
oh, can you help? Yes, you can.
Hang out in the carpet, the paint, and the plumbing department.
You are so crazy.
The pickup spot ain't church no more.
Huh?
The pickup spot ain't church no more.
No, ain't nothing but a bunch of heathens in church.
Yeah.
That's why the pastor there.
Yeah, ain't nothing but a bunch of heathens in church. You don't want to pick up in church no more. Everybody got the people in church. Well, cuz I appreciate you calling in.
Hey, hold up. Oh, hey, don't cut me off yet.
Okay.
Don't cut me off yet.
Please cut him off.
Look, I don't want. I know other people trying to do their thing, but listen. I caught a little taste of the Kaepernick situation.
Oh,
And I mean, I don't want to spend a lot of time revisiting it. It's my fault for only catching a little bit. I got kids, grandkids that need attention, so I missed it. What did I miss?
I was just saying there's a video going viral right now, the blackout video that everybody is sharing on social media, and that I was just basically saying that Kaepernick he's being pretty much blackballed for taking a stand for the injustice that was going on in our communities and in all over the world, and he took a knee because he believed that people were dying by the hands of all these police officers, and it was a horrible thing, and people are not standing behind him. So because of that, he's not a molester, he's not a wife beater, he's not a drug dealer, he's not a murderer like a lot of people in the NFL are. He's never been arrested, he's never been in trouble, he's never been, and no one is signing him. and all these other people are sitting in the NFL and playing, and it's like it's just not fair. It's like we should stand behind him. So
And
I
I
am
said-
banning the NFL. And you said what?
I was gonna say, and I said that personally, I feel like had Cap led his team, at least to have better stats, get them some better placements for these advertisements. Like Lee said, it goes back to the money. So yeah, if he had put his team up to a higher stature and play at a higher level, I don't think this would be happening. But
I do, because there's a lot of people that wasn't bringing their teams up to the.
Hold up. Whoa. When Cap came in last year, he did do a little better than the starting quarterback. However, it's only so much you can do on a bum team. You can't bring a bum. You can't come in the last 4 or 5 games and bring a bum team to greatness.
True, but as an athlete, you should be able to bring 110% every
did.
single time you step on.
Not everybody always brought 110% though, and I don't think that's why he's
if you're
being
trying to make.
blackballed.
I feel if you're a professional in this field and you're getting paid millions of dollars, you should be able to put 110% in.
There's a whole bunch of white quarterbacks that wasn't stepping up. Romo wasn't stepping up.
That's right.
It took forever to get rid of Romo. I bet you somebody picked him up.
Wait a minute, boy. What make you think he didn't give 110%?
I think he did.
Yeah.
He did better than the other guys. So if he only did
the
90%, he was 25, 30% better than the other
I'm
guys.
not saying he didn't give it his all, but I'm saying had he reached a higher level of performance, since the 110%, had he reached a high level of performance, I don't feel like he would be in the situation.
I think it's not because of that. It's definitely because of his knee.
Let's take
No,
it. Let's take this to a different level. Because boy,
We got 2 minutes.
Okay, you rap and do your thing, right?
Right.
And let's say you get with a team of producers and whatever else that is subpar. But now you as an individual, you sound great, or so you think. You know, no disrespect. I'm not saying you don't. I'm just saying you sound great as an individual, but your production team and everybody else around you are crap. Are you giving 110% of what, you know, is your level of performance is there, but you're not getting signed, you're not getting the deals because, you know, are you to blame for the rest of your crew that ain't performing right?
And I can tell you this, sometimes you can make it up to that point, and Nas is a good example of that because his beat selection has not always been the best.
Michael Jordan was given 110% before they wrapped a team around him. That's when they began to win 6 championships. So
That was going to be my next thing.
exactly. So it is a team sport.
It is.
And when he came in, they won. So obviously he was an asset to the team.
Right.
Being a young, was he in his rookie year or what? Second year or what?
Yeah.
I had never heard of him until the controversy.
If he won the Super Bowl, is he getting blackballed?
Well, if he had won a Super Bowl, it might have softened that.
Yeah, he would still get blackballed. He's getting blackballed because he took a knee, the national anthem. With that said, we got to go because it's already 9 o'clock. Cuzzo, thank you guys so much for calling in. I love you guys.
Yeah. All right, love you too.
Tune in next week, everybody. Honey's Closet, 8 to 10 p.m. Until then, stand for something or you always fall for anything. God bless.